3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of We Talk. I'm Yolanda now. Today we talk business, so please stay tuned for our interview and news from our website. We'll be back soon.
Is there a difference between heaven and hell? That man depends upon where your soul dwells. With the heart of a lion, so I must rebel. Listen up, cause dogs can get a story to tell. Stay strong. Without one love, there's no love at all. Stay strong. Stay strong. Stay strong.
Heading over to our website for some news. Tap a Meal, the Namibian-based food delivery application for smart devices, was established 18 months ago. In this time, Namibia and the world changed beyond recognition due to COVID-19, and Tap a Meal became so much more than just a takeaway food delivery service. Restaurants were given a lifeline during the various lockdowns and restricted trading hours by being able to do food deliveries. Now, with many of the restrictions having been lifted, it is clear that Tap a Meal is still here to stay. With the opportunity to go to your favorite restaurant and cafes again, it would seem logical that there would be less demand for food deliveries to your doorstep. However, nothing is further from the truth. The app, which can be downloaded for both Android and Apple iOS systems, remains just as popular. Getting the tastiest food delivered from an eatery in Windhoek couldn't be easier, and the app has already been downloaded by more than 5,000 people. In the last 18 months, almost every restaurant, fast food establishment and eatery in the capital has signed up, ensuring people could still enjoy their favorite steak, pizza, Indian, Chinese or frankly almost anything that took their fancy. The Tap a Meal application enabled restaurants to keep their doors open, and it has employed a fleet of licensed and qualified delivery drivers during a period where people were being retrenched. Namibia's Rector David, founder of R&D Holdings, was awarded Enterprise and Innovation Emerging Business Leader and Notable CSR Compliant Company of the Year at the Africa Dubai Global Honors event. This event saw over 200 global leaders, captains of the industry, CEOs, entrepreneurs, investors, and small business owners gather from around the world. Africa Dubai Global Honors is a development of programs and initiatives that advance and seek comprehensive pathways towards sustainable development and growth in a community via trade and investment opportunities and cross-border alliances with assessing partnerships globally. According to the award founder, this event offers global networking opportunities for cross-country collaboration and partnership. This event provides global brand positioning, exposure, and unrivaled networking opportunities. They convene a world-class platform for strategic business partnerships between countries on both sides of the investment business performance equation. With close to a decade of entrepreneurial experience and has a lawyer by academic standards, R&D Holdings is a 100% Namibian youth-owned holdings company and employment creator with a diverse portfolio in innovative business subsidiaries in Namibia and South Africa. FNB Namibia joined in assisting the Namibia Farmers Association Drought Lead project. FNB's donation was used to purchase lucerne, which in turn was transported by NBL free of charge to commercial farmers in the fire ravaged around the Aranos as well as communal farmers in the drought-stricken areas of Korrigas and Damraland. Another 25 communal farmers in the Karasburg area was also assisted with lucerne bales. More drought relief was forthcoming through the Leonardville Farmers Association, driven by Gijs van Tonder, where 8,000 bales of grass was donated towards Namibia drought relief. Once again, Namibia Breweries Limited organized the transport, while Pick n Pay and Hartleaf donated lunch bags, which were handed out to staff loading the grass in the Leonardville area. Following the recent attainment of an environmental clearance certificate, construction has begun to erect a mobile modular copper smelter in the Witvlei area. The smelter project of approximately 70 million Namibian dollars will start with a research and development phase, says Ben Biwa of New Horizons Investments Group. The group has partnered with the Witflay Town Council, with the latter owning 5% of the joint venture. The new plant is being built between the Witflay Abattoir and the existing Nam charcoal plant. It is located on the farm around 2 kilometers from the B1 main road between Windhoek and Gubabis. Town Council made 4.6 hectares available and also invited the developer to come and view the land for housing. The chief executive of the town, Hendrik Meisoor, said in a letter of January 2021 that the land is not allocated indefinitely and asked that the executive director of New Horizon, Barend van den Berg, keeps council abreast of developments. Biba said the smelter is modern and because of it is manufactured in modular form. They just have to put the modules together. They are almost done with it. They will start with trial runs. This is the first of its kind in Namibia because it melts copper oxide, unlike the copper sulfates that are smelted at Tsumeb. It is much more environmentally friendly and they can almost call it a green project.
Just to give us an overview on the BBBEE legislation and also what is the purpose of enterprise development, what is the purpose of the BEE Commission. Sidi, over to you.
So I'm going to be taking you over the overview of the BEE Act and the ESD element as a whole. So the first slide talks to the background of the commission and where we come from as an institution. So you can see from the slide that we originate from the Constitution of South Africa of 1996 and the Bill of Rights. And then thereafter, the act was taken out of the Constitution and established as its own act within the law refinements of South Africa as the BEE Act 53 of 2003. So post that, there was a lot of misalignment within the sector, the BEE sector as it is, and through the implementation, where things such as the fine-tuning practices, the misalignment, and the inconsistent in the interpretation took place. So they saw it fit that it's about time that the Act be amended so that it can cater for these new practices that are coming up that and are threatening the effective and efficient implementation and interpretation of the Act. That's when the BEE Act came out as Act 46 of 2013. And then there was again of the 24th, it was gazetted on the 24th of October 2014. And then on the 1st of May 2015, the Codes of Good Practice came into practice. So on the 24th of October 2015, this is where the trumping provision came into effect. This is to say that if there's any law that it's in logheads with the BEE and it's a BEE matter, the BEE Act shall prevail. So the main aim is to redress what has been done in the past due to the apartheid era. So in order that the equality and the equity and inclusive economy is created within the economic sphere. The conclusion is to emphasize that BEE must not be a company strategy. It must form part of the company strategy and not be a tick box exercise. So the most important thing is to remove obstacles to transformation, including addressing the lack of financial support.
From the small business development, just to take us through in terms of what is it that they're doing as small business development, and also what type of support are they giving to SMMEs? As we know that now during the pandemic, most of SMMEs have closed down and they rely on government to assist them in order for them to be able to come back and participate into the economy.
Essentially, the type of support that we provide to SMMEs is generally around these 5 areas. The first one is, of course, the all-important financial and business development support services to small enterprises in the country. We are also concerned about the provision of infrastructure to small enterprises, of course, in the various sectors of the economy. colleagues will know that infrastructure is one of the key issues that the small business segment really needs, and the department has put up its hand to say we are more than happy to contribute here. And of course, many businesses have said, yes, sometimes it's very necessary to have financial and non-financial support, but of course, without market access opportunities, the businesses are as good as dead. So we also provide market access opportunities, both in the public and private sectors. We have over time tried to prioritize industries and sectors with good job creation potential. Amongst these, we count the manufacturing sector. We also have the agricultural sector. There is also a specific focus on the automotive sector. And of course, lastly, and I'm sure colleagues will recall this, the sixth administration has accentuated this point that we need to make and create hives of economic activity in townships and rural areas. So the department then, together with its agencies, SIDA and SIFA, have developed programs that make a contribution towards the resuscitation of township and rural economies. We have programs that encourage entrepreneurship. As colleagues will know, our entrepreneurial levels in the country are low, and we've been saying if we want to change the space, we need more people coming into the space. And so we really like entrepreneurs that are also in this platform to spread the word that the Department of Small Business Development and its agencies indeed do have programs to support. I just wanted to bring this to your attention to say we have this comprehensive enterprise and supplier development program. It's anchored on this enterprise support network. So we use a lot of the SIDA supported incubators and accelerators. Some are private sector funded. So we have brought everyone together to say, what are the services that we need to provide to our entrepreneurs in order to ensure the spirit of entrepreneurship, and that we provide comprehensive ESD support programs for entrepreneurs to be able to partake in private sector value chains. So we have then been able to put together this program. It runs to about 36 months, and by the time you get out of the program, you will be developed and be able to write your own business plan and be able to understand your finances, be able to improve your product. So product development is one of the key services that is provided here, and we will ensure that we provide you with quality standards, and we ensure that in terms of technology and innovation support, you get all of that, so that should you be in a position to seek financial support in the private sector or in the finance market, you are able to put together your pitch deck and are able to articulate your business as well as the product and service offerings that you have. And at the end of the day, we want to ensure that by the time you leave there, at least your business is put in a position where you will be able to grow and expand, and you are ready, if that's what you desire, for export markets and all of that. So that information is provided in the entire program, which runs for 36 months. I will leave it there, Chairperson. Thank you very much.
And for today's life hack, if you're having trouble falling asleep, looking at photos of other people sleeping triggers a response in your brain that can make you feel more tired. Let us know if it works. Next up, Jeanette Diergaard for your Flex Minute.
Strike it gold and win 5,000 Namibian dollars in cash with Neo Paints. Simply buy Neo Paints products from the selected range and stand a chance to get one of 12 mystery buckets filled with gold paint. All 12 winners will each get 3 extra paint buckets equal to their purchase. One to replace the gold paint, the second to use on your project, and the third to give to a charity of their choice. One winner can score another 10,000 Namibian dollars by showing us your creative use of the golden paint. The best project wins the cash. Offer is valid from 27 September to 18 December at your favorite hardware store nationwide. Visit us at neopaints.com for more competition details and follow us on Facebook for weekly competition updates. Neo Paints, a coat of excellence.
Hi everybody and welcome back to Flex. I'm Jeanette Diergaard, your presenter for Flex, and today we are still focusing on our abs because abs are important. I'm not saying you need a six-pack. I mean, you can all go get a six-pack in the store, but for this one we're going to work for it. So we're going to lift up our legs. Oh my gosh, this one is just the worst. So slow and controlled and lift those legs up. And if you want to be a crazy person, you can hold it there for a few seconds, and if you feel you can't do it anymore, bring it up again and continue the whole thing. So your legs are actually the best weights that you can have around. You're carrying them around all day long, so why not use them for your exercises? And for the other one, we'll be doing a hollow hold. Okay, so hollow hold, lift up and hold. So you're like hollowing out that back, keep that abs tight. You want it tight, and point your toes, or don't point your toes, point your fingers to your toes and hold that. And if you do this a few times a day, every day, it will only be good for yourself, but always remember to keep that abs tight when you walk around, when you're doing your day-to-day activities. Always try and keep that abs tight because it will also help with your posture. I will see you all next time.
Well, that brings us to the end of our show for today. Please join us again tomorrow, where we will be heading to Wolf Shack for some juicy burgers and see what they have planned for the end of this month. Join us again tomorrow. Goodbye.